Hello, everyone. It is Art Monday. I feel like I haven't streamed in so long. It's so weird. It's just because Friday, what happened Friday? If you were here Friday stream and you missed my YouTube post, I don't think I put it on Twitch. Sorry, Twitch. But there was a storm going on and the internet got cut off for hours and I couldn't get back up on the stream. So that's what happened. Last stream was 20 something minutes long. We'll have to make up for it this week. So Tuesday or Thursday, there's gonna be a bonus stream to make up for that one. But yeah, that's what happened. The internet was cut off. Power line must have went down somewhere. But hopefully today we will stream for longer than 20 minutes. It's funny, the millisecond I hit go live, I started hearing the wind pick up. It's been so stormy lately. I can't really control that. But the least I can do is do a makeup stream. So we're gonna pick up where we left off the last time. Keep on drawing. So we'll be good to go in another moment or so. I've been thinking about playing Cult of the Lamb. Yeah, Cult of the Lamb. So maybe on Tuesday or Thursday we'll start that. Making a new series. Cause I thought Ina was gonna take a lot longer than it did. We beat it in one day. So we'll start that. That sounds fun. We need another game to play. But what about Where Winds Meet? We're gonna start Cult of the Lamb. Okay, I think we're good to go. Hello. Oh, I added some songs to the playlist and we're gonna shuffle it today. I don't know why I never thought about shuffling the playlist. But here we go. How was everybody's weekend? Where's my... There it is, my pencil. I was gonna say, I just had everything perfectly set up and ready. Man, we did not make it far. But hello everyone. Why aren't my expressions working? I know, I have to get this fixed. It's like the third time I've done that. My bad. I just keep forgetting. I don't think about it until I'm in stream and I try to make Squid smile, and then it doesn't work. But we're just gonna pick up where we left off. Like nothing ever happened, guys. So we're gonna start Cult of the Lamb. I played it a little bit. I never got past the second level thing. I actually don't know a whole ton about the game. I used to keep up with like the updates and everything. Not really, I would just see them. I would see the update videos, they had animations, and that would trend every time. But I don't know anything about the story. But I played it a little bit with my friend. So hopefully we'll start a new save file. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see if we can beat it. It's funny, I never beat games. I never beat my video games. But ever since I started streaming and I play these games on stream, I've been beating them now. I mean, I guess with you know, Dream Barbecue, that was just a demo essentially, not a demo, first chapter, whatever you call it. But we did beat Peak. I call that beating a game, okay? We have to return to that. We have to get all the achievements. We've gotta do what's it called? A Discord stream where we can all play together. I have a Discord server, by the way, so definitely have to do that soon. I just haven't had time to organize something like that. I've been so busy. This entire year I've been so busy, it's crazy. It's good, I like being busy. But I would like to have some more time to do whatever I want again. But you know, I can't complain. If there's money involved in making commissions, I can't complain. We can definitely feel when stream stuff is a top priority. I told you guys, okay? I told you that whenever I have commissions, they take top priority. And I have another commission. I have another commission. Yes, I know I said they were turned off, or they were on pause. New song. How could I resist? And it's my friend. My friend's reaching out to commission me. So it's not really that urgent, even though they're my friend. They said they could wait until I'm more available. Hello, hearts. You too. I see it. Thank you. That was so funny. I never noticed you could see that kind of stuff. That's neat. So let's see. I think I'll leave the spots on the hat. It's just little sketches. Oh no, I kinda like that now. But we have a bunch of new songs on our playlist. So let's see if they cooperate with Twitch. Because some of Kevin MacLeod's songs, something get copyright stricken. But we'll see. If anything is not cooperating, I could just take off the playlist and I'll mute the section of my video. It's not too catastrophic. I just would like to avoid it. It's just a hassle. So we'll see. Nice art, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream, Kyra. I never did finish those, I just left it half-baked. Because they tend to be thicker, right? Yep. Heart. Oh, it was you, thank you. I appreciate that. Alright. And I'm also, once I have free time to draw again, I'm gonna be working on the new Squid PNG tuber model. So that's pretty exciting. I think I have the design down. I don't really see anything I really want to change. Maybe a few areas I might mess around with. But the new Squid design is actually pretty solid. I posted, not the new design, but the old concept design on my Ko-Fi. Because I was getting pretty close to just settling and having that be my new model, but I don't know, I didn't really click that much with it. I knew I could make something I enjoyed more, so I did. With the help of our beloved mod. Definitely supervising. And giving me feedback. Which was very much needed. It was rough. It's so hard. I've been trying to redesign Squid for months and I don't know, I start to go crazy and I try throwing out ideas that are a bit obnoxious. Her other ear, let's do this. I'll just do it later. I'm gonna mess it up and I'll get stuck drawing that. Let's focus on this. Is this pen size too little? It feels a little too small. There we go. I don't know why I'm grabbing my mouse. I could just use the drawing pen to move around. I'm like letting go of my pen, letting it go, but I'm moving my hand over to the mouse. Mouse to audio. I can never get the audio right. I either have it way too loud and you can barely hear me, or have it so quiet and I'm obnoxiously loud. Because I do have myself at max volume. I don't get very loud, I barely teeter the yellow line. And even I do talk pretty quiet sometimes, so it is needed. I'll put it back halfway. Not in the song, some are super, super loud. I want to make a new layer for the line art. Might get a little messy. So yeah, I've been really busy with art, which I'm extremely grateful for. I like it. I like making the art, and I like getting money. But it really is a process. I really do put like my maximum effort out there. I don't go maximum effort to kind of match the price. If it's not that I don't try, but I'm not gonna be obsessing over tiny little details that you won't notice in the final product. Is what I'm trying to say. That sounded bad, but that's what I mean by it. Because I can't obsess over every single commission I get, like I do with my regular art pieces. But it's not like I'm sending out half-baked products. I really do care about the commissions I make and making sure they look good and they match the character right. Because I'll mess up some things. I'll forget details. I'll put things in the wrong side. What I do a lot is I'll put things on the wrong side. Like if the character has a piercing on their right ear, I'll accidentally draw it on the left ear. So I often forget stuff like that. Not intentionally, my brain is just not all there sometimes. I forget. Or I'll overthink a picture. A reference photo. And sometimes I do I flip my canvas around a lot. Sometimes I'll flip the drawing and not the reference or the other way around. So I really will get turned around in my own drawing process. Just little stuff like that. But I'd say I really do put my maximum in my art commissions. I put care into it. And even if it is like a cheaper one, like I was trying to say earlier, I make sure it looks nice. Even if it's not shaded, I'll throw in a gradient anyway. Like a top layer, I'll put a gradient just so it looks finished. But I'm not going to be sneaking in shading for free, that's what I was trying to say. I'll make sure things will look nice, even if they're not fully rendered pieces. And then I'll send different versions of that artwork. I'll send the one without the gradient, one with the gradient. And some people like having transparent versions of things. I give that out for free. I don't think there's any need for that to be paid. If it's something simple, if there's like no background, I could just easily throw it in there, yeah. I don't see any reason to not do it. If it's something that could be easily given. But that's just me, it depends really. Her leg looks so tiny. Her legs feel really small now, actually. Let me see this. Her legs are so little. Maybe like this. There we go, that doesn't look too big. Because they do have pretty short limbs, if you look at the models. There we go, I think that's way better than how it was earlier. Yeah, that's good. So let's lower the opacity again. Back to line art we go. Yeah. Right. This one really chaotic. Or not chaotic, busy. And then I was feeling sick yesterday. I woke up and I felt terrible. Like my face and my neck was like super hot. And I kind of got nauseous. Which, nauseous not too uncommon for me, but I felt like sickly nauseous. It was weird. It's not nausea I typically get. But I am feeling better today. It's weird. I had that happen sometime last week too, where I felt sick for a few hours. I took medicine and I felt better, so maybe that's just it. I took medicine and I got better. It's not like it randomly got away. Now that I really think about it. Didn't magically vanish, I took medicine. But I had that sometime last week where I just felt sick for like the first half of the day. Guess that looked too weird. I think it's fine. Or shorts like, yeah, they do kind of have that little seam thing. How was everyone's weekend? I think I asked it already. I did end up going out with my friend, and it was pretty nice. We were there for so long. I didn't really anticipate it, which I should have. It was a good time. We got a lot of good stuff. Good stuff for cheap. Our friend totally saved us. When we went to pay, my friend has like a card for the store, so we got half off of everything, and we so we combined all our stuff together, and we got it half off. It was awesome. So it was extra good. Not like we bought a ton of stuff. Well, we bought a good amount of stuff. Not like it was gonna be super expensive anyway, but it was sure nice to get half off. It was a pleasant surprise. How do legs work? What is happening? I think that looks fine. I just don't like how the leg is going straight down. I might want to try and angle that. Hello, Rui Rune. Welcome to the stream. Last stream got cut off because there was a storm going on and apparently knocked over some power lines or something. I forgot I was streaming today. No worries. I like this look better. I just don't like it being straight down. Yeah, it looks nicer. I'll leave it. The last words he heard before the stream ended were, "It's funny." Was it really? Man, I was out for way longer than I thought I was. That is crazy. I was talking to no one for a while. And then I saw what happened to me was I think my YouTube chat refreshed. Say there's some connect. No, the entire thing. I think it was Twitch said that they were trying to reconnect to the OBS to the stream. And I was like, oh no, is that because I was waiting for stream to reconnect and it never reconnected. Yeah, our internet was down for a few hours. I couldn't get back up. And whenever the internet goes out, especially due to weather, sometimes it'll come back a little bit. I think I replied to your comment. What happened was I was trying to refresh to see if I was live, and then I saw that, and I'm like, oh man, my stream's down. I'm the last remnants of the internet for a solid hour or two. I sent a message reply. That's pretty funny. So talking to no one is the most average event ever. Ever. How could you say that to me? So what I was talking about earlier is I think I'm gonna start Tuesday or Thursday. I have to make up a stream because Monday was 20 minutes long. I have to make up a stream. So we might start Cult of the Lamb on Tuesday or Thursday. Because I already have the game. I don't know why I never thought about playing it. I already own the game. I've had the game for a while. I could just play that on stream. That's pretty funny. Let's not repeat our old mistakes here. Yeah, I think my words caused everything to go down. I mustn't utter them again. Do I say that a lot? I think I call everything pretty funny. I almost said it again. I mean, I was gonna say something else after that. Every time you find something mildly amusing, the loss of the internet bend and distort. Apparently so. This humors me. Oh look, we already drew so much. That's crazy. Most of the time, my art streams is just me yapping away while drawing the same circle for 20 minutes straight. I wonder if there's actually a clip of me doing that. Oh god, it probably is. Not a clip existing, but sometime in a stream I must have legitimately done that. That is so horrible to think about. I'm doing it right now. Oh gosh. Somewhere out there, there's a section of my live stream where I'm legitimately just talking forever and drawing the exact same thing for a good chunk of my stream. How was my day? It was good. I ate a sandwich. Yay! I ate a sandwich. I've been eating sandwiches a lot. I'll do that. I'm getting like a sandwich craze. I had a sandwich for breakfast. Why is it so slow rotating? You hear that? Button only works when the rectangle vanishes. Nope. I was able to sneak two in there. Not anymore. Okay then. I don't like this toe. We have some new songs in the playlist too. How do I draw that foot? Okay. Hello, Diswallery. You ate before stream? That's new. Yeah, I was actually awake maybe an hour or two before stream, so I ate. That's enough time for my hunger to kick in, so I ate something. I know I'm always snacking on stream or starving by the end of it, and I talk about this food. Oh yeah, we have the new squid design is pretty much finished. I just have to make the actual model, you know? I have down what I want it to be, what it looks like. I just have to actually draw the model and upload it. I'm not saying like next week is gonna get done, I'm still drowning in commissions. Suffering from success. And then I have another commission to do after this. My friend reached out to me. It's pretty nice of them. So in between that, whenever I have time to draw, I'm going to be working on that. I need to animate it. I am, so it's going to take extra long. Don't worry about losing this one. You're stuck with it for a minute. Nice, nice indeed. I'll have to mess around and experiment with different kind of settings to see what really works with the animation. I haven't worked with that before and I can't really find any good tutorials. If I do find something animated, something like the character's eyes glow or something, and it's not really like constantly moving, which is what I want to kind of go for. If it's not constantly moving, I want to get some line boil where you can see in my animations where I draw the same thing over and over again, but it looks like it's kind of moving a little bit. The line wiggles. I want to at least do that. I already have a few ideas of kind of what emotes I want to make. That's a good idea, yeah. This is stupid because it implies that you do so much someone recognized you on a fully confidential site. I think I'm missing a message again. YouTube's hiding something from me. You're here. Hello, Solar. Welcome, Marmot. Everyone say hi, Solar. And thank you for your service. Oh look, we have new songs playing right now. Here we go. It's so slow. Your message seems out of context again. Yeah. Man, I wish I could see what YouTube's hiding from me. YouTube hit it again. Yep. Hello, Rolly. Welcome to the stream. We're just lining some Splatoon fan art. I want to play Splatoon so bad. I miss it. I have to avoid engaging with Splatoon posts on TikTok because I really want to play the game. I really want to play it on stream sometime. Sometime we will. By the end of the year, we'll be playing all the Nintendo games that I have. Cause I have so many. I have Pikmin, I have Dead by Daylight, I have Doom Eternal. I have so many good things. You never played Splatoon before, but you wish. Yeah, it's a great game. Great series. I really love the soundtrack. Don't even get me started. It's so good. Top 3 OSTs of all time. All the games combined. One of the best soundtracks for anything of all time. It's I can't put them in order. It's Splatoon, Minecraft, and the Bleach soundtrack. Bleach the anime. The top 3 soundtracks of all time. I couldn't put them in order, but they're just the greatest. We're listening to Kevin MacLeod. And we've been talking about how someone recognized you in your AI slot bores me because you drew so much characters in propeller hats with lollipops. That's funny. I always love the kind of fandom fan art where it's just really funny meme stuff. It makes me want to make some of that with my own OCs and pretend there's a real fandom. I really should do that. I want to post OC content, but I don't know, my brain just goes weird whenever I have to post anything about them. It's like I forget everything I've ever written about them. Describe personality. She's nice and cool. What? Yeah, that's about it. I don't know my own characters. Apparently. First time I showed up in like a month. No, it hasn't been that long. I don't think so. I don't know, don't ask me though. I'm really bad at telling time. I'm like the worst. Something like that. I like that better. Oh, Solar, we're gonna start playing Cult of the Lamb this week on Tuesday or Thursday. This is the friend I played it with, guys. I was talking about it earlier. Solar's the one I played it with. We're gonna start a new save file. Draw the circle! God! Raging over art. There we go, that works. Oh my god, okay. What time again? I just caught we're playing Cold Lamb. Tuesday or Thursday? Because I have to do a bonus stream. Since on Friday, our stream was 20 minutes long. Because I lost internet. Due to the storms. We've been getting so much every night, it gets so loud. It's really annoying. Personally, at you. I will, don't worry. If you're not awake, I'll wake you up. I've been so long, I'm gonna suck so bad. I went really long without dying, actually, it was crazy, and then I died once and I kept on dying. Let's combine the line arts. Immersive there below, there we go. I was thinking about doing some art streams off Twitch and YouTube and the Discord, so we can play our own music. Wouldn't that be so awesome? You guys can listen to junk I like instead of not saying Captain Duckman was junk, but instead of listening to the same royalty-free songs. That'd be so fun. We gotta do that. Even thinking if you're a squid and the Inklings from Splatoon are squids too, wouldn't that make you somewhat related biologically like humans and apes? I think so, yes. Man, the new design, it looks really good. I'm really happy with the new squid design. I will say, squid looks very different, but not unrecognizable. It's really different, but you can tell, oh yeah, it's squid. Definitely still squid. Not the same colors, essentially. Maybe some new colors, yeah, it's mostly the same. Same colors, just different shape. So you can still just read it as squid. That makes sense. I wasn't planning on making such a drastic design change, but I really liked where it went, so I kept on going. I brought fan art of it. Nice. But I don't want to tease this design as much as I did with the concept squid that I ended up scrapping. The concept squid that I posted on my Ko-Fi, that's scrapped officially. I'm not gonna use that one. I made a new better one. Because it was objectively a fine design, it just needed refining, and no matter what I did, I couldn't be happy with it. I was kind of settling because I'd spent so long trying to design it. But this one, I really like. That's it for the shoes, I think. Right, her hand. What do her hands look like? Okay, she has gloves, she has gloves. How did I forget that? I knew something was missing, aside from her actual hands. That would be funny. Hmm. How do hands work? Okay, we have to. This is what I do almost every time I have to draw hands. I'll have to do a second sketch. Okay, so let's say her gloves like right here. Where would her hands go? Did your message get hidden again? I think so. Oh, especially since Inklings are more humanoid than Mysona. Yes, they are more humanoid than Squid. I want to draw an Inkling version of Squid now. Or I could just draw my actual Splatoon characters. I've never posted them. All my Splatoon characters. I've always been an Inkling, only because I've played Splatoon since the first game. I'm too connected to my Inkling. In my head, my Inkling's the same throughout all the games. Just aged up. Yeah, YouTube's been real bratty lately. I don't know what's up with YouTube. Ew, what is this hand? Okay. Maybe her hand's closed in like a fist. Okay, that can help me visualize it a bit better. Oh, this one, it'll just be her finger showing. Okay, that kinda helped actually. Especially with your messages. Yeah, I don't know. You quit saying horrible, naughty things, apparently. I really don't know. I have like the minimum like filtering for YouTube chat. Just so it blurs out, or not blurs out, just so it won't send horrible, evil, awful things and spam. Imagine if the new design of Squid is the same PNG but stretched widely. You're gonna give me ideas. That's funny. You know what, I'll just say it, Squid is a little bit taller. Probably, I would say like more humanly proportioned. But now you guys have a horrible cursed image in your mind of human proportioned Squid. Cause I didn't want Squid, this one, to be a little bit more chibi-like, so that's why I'm so squished around with the bee sting hands. Hi, I like apples. Fire, fire, fire! Guy is saying slurs, code red, code red. I forgot about the fire thing. That's why I said it'd be funny. That's pretty funny. I forgot. Totally weren't here for it, but we made up we made up a code to where if whenever chat is conversing amongst themselves, I don't really tend to read too much of that, or I won't read it out loud at least. So if chat really needs my attention and I'm ignoring it or whatever, they can just spam fire and I'll solve the problem. Like if someone's being naughty. You drew human proportion Squid and hated it. Yeah. Like I said, Solar and I went through many, many ugly, rough phases of Squid. Solar, don't speak. Don't say anything. Untype that message. You went through a lot of ugly phases. Don't do it, Solar. That's so evil. Let's just say, maybe trying to design characters at like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning isn't the greatest idea ever. That's so cute. It was concept art, lol. You're definitely starting to lose our bananas. Don't do what? Don't tell him anything. There's many, many ugly Squid designs. It's like we have an entire Spider-Man multiverse of Squid designs. It's crazy. We tried everything imaginable. Call you who you know you are. There's a lot of ugly squid. Let's just say there's a lot of ugly squids roaming around the Squid multiverse. There we go, so we're in multiverse. There's a lot of ugly squids out there. You're ignoring the fact they called your rough sketch art ugly. We both made ugly squids. No, Solar had more cute ones. I had the ugly squids. But the humanly proportioned one, that one's ugly. Squid is seafood, yet they somehow beef with Solar. That's pretty funny. now I'm intentionally saying that's pretty funny because it makes me giggle inside. I like the idea of Squid having many mutilated grotesque siblings. I almost said squibblings. Many grotesque squibblings that are locked up somewhere underground. Pretty much. You drew a baby squid getting dropkicked by this character you're bullying with them. And that was funny. Yeah, you know, okay, I was looking on Pinterest and they have really cute animals that are like this. And some people have them as like personas. Like let's say there's like a tiger, right? And the tiger's like that or whatever. Looking on Pinterest and they have a lot of these really simple designs. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can be in like my minimalist era and have like a really simple, cute squid. Or they have animals that are like almost like Chikawa characters. I was kind of thinking Chikawa. Let's say it's like a really fat rabbit. Or they have animals that are like this. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can be minimalist and cute and little. So I made that of squid, and you can see Solar wasn't a fan of it. Hashtag hater. So somewhere I could maybe post on the Discord ugly little baby squid. It was so unintentional too. When I saw it after I'd already drawn, I'm like, man, this just looks like it's a baby squid. I wasn't trying to make baby squid. I was trying to make a cute little chibi animal, and it ended up making like it looks like a literal baby version of squid. Every new PNG won't be generic anime girl with some insert animal name, details, and design. No, it's not. Not that I hate those kind of VTubers, PNG tubers. I just don't think that suits me and my content, my personality. That's why I always say I'm not going to be an anime girl. I do think it's a cool design. Then it's too hard to draw. I'd really have to like the design and want to go the anime girl route. It's going to be a character, it would look like Usagi and look like Momonga or Chikasa. This is like a horror chainsaw wielding monstrous version of Chikawa. Baby squid to look like those ugly bald baby birds, pretty much. I was trying to be like those Pinterest animal things, and I failed horribly. I made baby squid. Yeah, some of these failed designs of squids are never to see the light of day ever again. They're just that horrendous. How do you draw hands? They're all the same length, that's what's weird. You witnessed it happen, yeah. Solar saw pretty much every version of squid that I had considered possibly using. Which is really the scary part. Solar definitely kept me grounded. Thank you, Solar. Sorry I was so mean to you during the process. I would get so angry. Not legitimately angry, but I'd be like, come on, man. Well, what's good enough? Because Solar would call it out if it was a bad design. And I would have had hopes for it. So this one, I would say, is Solar approved. Solar, do you approve of the current squid design I showed you? I don't like that hand. Looks like one of those cloth dolls that have like stitched fingers. And that's like the hand. It looks like that. No, they kind of like rumple together. Like laying flat, it looks like that. Being mod means getting abused occasionally and harboring secrets. Yeah, I approve, it's me. Hooray! Solar approved. You're screenshotting that. Put in the Discord server. Okay, what is wrong with this hand? How do I improve it? Let me turn off the sketch layer, maybe it's too clustered. Wouldn't mind seeing even a disturbingly realistic squid with beak and everything, unless it's unique enough, it's good. I did, okay, so the two things I was really struggling to decide when designing Squid's new design was, do I want to make more animal-like or more humanoid? We did kind of lean, I would say, at most 5% more humanoid with the new Squid design. So it is a tiny bit more humanoid, but it's not, it doesn't have like a bunch of human features, you know? It has the same amount of human features as this squid, it's just more human proportioned. Even with the face a little bit. But it's not like, yeah, it's not like too, yeah, it's not too humanoid, I would say. I think it's a good balance of the two. It's just more human proportioned. Because the chibi one does look a little kid-like. Not really that much, but yeah, it kind of does. But I did think about that. I tried some more squid versions, more squid versions of squid, more animal versions of squid. I thought that would be neat. I don't know. Would it be fun though? I think this one's fun. The sound's getting worse. I have to scrap it. What went wrong? I liked the sketch of this better. Imagine a squid will look more humanoid and cute when they're calm, but every time they get scared or become serious, they become a photorealistic real-life squid. That'd be funny. I thought about having that. About having like an actual stock photo of squid be one of the emo options. You guys are stealing ideas from my brain. I was gonna do that. Even for this one, I thought about doing it. Where I could just find like a free to use image of a squid. And maybe color it the same as my colors, or like stick it in a t-shirt and headphones. And then have that be like a funny, scared reaction or something. Yeah, I think I am gonna do that. Stop that tickles! I said stop! That's funny. I actually don't like being tickled. Being tickled makes me really angry. I used to not mind it as much as a kid, but now I really just, I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy being tickled. It is not fun to me. You're imagining a Jimmy Neutron with some squid parts in design. There's a squid has so many possibilities of what squid could be. Okay. This is where the palm goes. These are the knuckles. How many fingers do these things have? 5. Okay, I wasn't crazy. Let's see. I just don't like that. I don't like the sound. Why don't you find a reference? No. No. I don't know what's wrong. And I don't want to cover too much of his bow tie and stuff. You used to love being tickled when you were smaller, but every time you did something wrong, your parents would punish you by tickling you and would stop for 5 minutes straight. You were locked in a room with 20 different colorations of squid designs. Every time someone tries to tickle you now, you begin to genuinely start tweaking out, right? Like I'm genuinely like, okay, it's not funny. Stop it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Stop! I said stop. Well, when I was a kid too, I think I said it before. I was pretty skinny. I was a pretty scrawny little kid. So whenever I would tickle, especially when other kids would tickle me, they don't like they don't tickle. They like dig their fingernails into your ribs, and I don't have much skin over my ribs, so it would just be like they're like genuinely like sticking their fingers between my rib cage, and it would tickle a little bit, but it would really hurt too. I'd be like, okay, stop, that hurts. That hurts. Like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I'm like, yes, it does. You're digging your little Cheeto covered fingers into my lungs, actually. Yeah, but now it just hurts. It doesn't tickle. It hurts. Being tickled hurts. So I don't like it. It's not fun for me. Yeah, especially when I was little. Man, kids are just like literally like squeezing their fingers between my rib cages. Felt like I'm like, okay, it's enough. It's enough. Okay, it's funny, but it's starting to hurt a little bit there, pal. Let's tone it down. I mean, they saw it was funny. They'll keep on tickling, and then they'll get angry. I don't know. I get whenever I can whenever I play, I could tap out like immediately, and I need to like stop immediately. Because me and my sister will like play around sometimes, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun and laughter and giggles 1 second, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. No more, no more. You need to stop. You need to back away. Get away from me. I'm done. No more. And they don't. They don't. They think I'm joking around. I'm like, no, enough. I'm done. Stop it. I'm done playing. I'm done playing. Like when I'm done, I'm done. There's no time between that. What is happening? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this one. In the millisecond I'm done playing, everyone needs to stop. This is a blank layer. It's just a lower opacity. There we go. I don't know how I did that. Yeah, I don't really I don't really get that angry. I'll be annoyed, but I don't get angry that often. I'm just exaggerating it for the funny story. I don't like this hand. No matter what I do, I still don't like it. Okay, we'll have to live with that. I don't really care anymore. Except I do. Okay, we'll have to change the arm a little bit. What else have I been working on? Square design commission, that's about it. Legitimately. So we'll start Cult of the Lamb Tuesday or Thursday, depends how I wake up feeling. If not on Tuesday, 100% Thursday then, that's kind of the case. I don't feel like I've really done a traditional bonus stream in a while, in a long time. All my bonus streams are just later in the day, not actual not like my normal scheduled streams, but on a Tuesday or Thursday. I've been needing that time though, I've been needing that time to draw. But now I think the big commission's over. I just have smaller projects I can work on now. So I don't mind it too much, I can handle it for now. I could do another bonus stream. But everything's been so chaotic and busy. You love cold lamb. I know solar. Oh, that sounded mean. But yes, we're gonna play it. I forgot I could just play that. I own the game. I'm always thinking, I have to find like a new game to play on stream. We kind of have like an awkward nothingness. Play where wins me. I'm really intimidated by it, okay? I'm really intimidated by it. It's a huge game. It scares me. I just wanted to spend an hour and a half customizing my character to not play it, apparently. We're gonna play it, okay? We're gonna play it sometime. I'm just really intimidated by it. We got the hardest part over. You spammed you at one point to play it again. You did. Okay. I don't like this hand. This hand looks so different from that one. That one's just rectangles. You failed the first level and the last arrow again. Misclicks. Such a long level. Solar. What are you talking about? You'll get him next time. Whatever it is you're doing. How does that look? There we go, that works. You're doing a nightmare level. They take 5 to 10 minutes to complete each. If you hit the wrong arrow 3 times, you lose the level. Oh. Okay. That sounds fun. We've been doing so well with our art strips. We've been actually drawing for like the full 2 hours. Now I want to play video games just to ruin that streak. I want to play video games. What should we play? I kind of want to play Roblox. Should we play video games? What should we play? We lost our lives to misclicks, and you're on the last 3 arrows. Oh, of some I need how to restart. Oh, that sucks. I kinda wanna play Roblox. I have to think about what games we're gonna play though. How long into stream are we? Okay, yeah, we're like an hour in. Let's just clean this up a little bit, and then we'll switch over. Art, you can't tell me what to do. You meant to your apple is incredibly cold because you forgot in the freezer overnight and you have sensitive teeth. And you let out the most wrenching scream ever. I think it really caught you by surprise. Stuck up on you. More Squid OCs, more lore, back to Squid Phantom Arts. You know, you can draw your dad as a Squid character. I did think about doing that. I thought about Or I brought up making a PNG tuber for my dad, and he jokingly threw out the idea of making it a Squid character. But he has his own channel identity outside of being my dad, so I think something else would suit him better. And I don't think he was too crazy about the PNG tuber idea, but he doesn't want to put a face cam on. So that's like our kind of workaround idea. Just throwing it out there. Okay, here's the glove. Or not. We need to combine some things together. So I don't know, maybe we can draw my characters. I'd be down to do that. We can take a little break, and meanwhile I'll grab some reference photos. There we go. Just cross this over a tiny bit. Just an apple seed. Now an apple tree is gonna grow in your belly. I hope you know that. Are they not incredibly poisonous? I don't think so. I think if you eat like a giant handful of apple seeds, then it's gonna be pretty poisonous. But just a single apple seed, I think you're gonna live. I think the amount of apple seeds in an apple is okay to eat. Yeah, same thing with bananas. If you eat like a million bananas, you can like die or something. So is water. You can get water poisoning if you drink too much water too quick, like literal liters of water within a minute or something like that. So you'll be fine. I wouldn't worry too much about it. What? I mean, you have 2 seconds. Oh man, there goes Rui. Her dress is sleeveless. One is endorsed. That was in a single CD, like 4 or 2 on them too. Oh my god. Like a giant I think like a cup of apple seeds would make your tummy ache. You eat like a whole eat like a whole ton. We're pretty much done with the liner for this actually. What is that one clip? What's that show called? It's about teachers at like a kindergarten. What is it called? I don't watch it, but I saw a clip. It's called I think it's just called kindergarten or something. I don't know. But there's this clip I saw where they're growing like a water well, they're growing a plant in a napkin. That kind of science experience they do in schools, and the kid eats an apple like eats the seed and the wet napkin, and the teacher takes the kid to the nurse. That's what I feel like right now. Sunflower seeds are super good. I love sunflower seeds. I like them roasted with That Cool Ranch barbecue. I like all of them. They're really good. You still want to win this TADC Gaslight Thirst Straight Nights of Guinevere in the end of Deltarune. There's so many things to live for and wait for. It's so awesome. But we will take kindergarten the game. That's really good. Do you know that there's a second kindergarten? That one's also really good. I haven't played it, but I watched YouTubers play when it came out and it looked super awesome. There's a second kindergarten game to those who don't know, and it's actually really cool. But we will take a what are we doing? 5 minute break? I want to finish drawing this. It's pretty much done. We'll save it for next time. We'll take a 5 minute break and we'll come back to draw my characters. No Roblox, no video games. We're gonna keep drawing. Just something else, I guess. Because that sounds fun now. I want to do that. Alright, I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Alright, I'm back. I'm just looking for references. I don't have anything for the new designs, so no. I'm just downloading some stuff and then we're gonna be good in like a minute. We'll just have to work with what I can find here. I can't find every single picture that I wanted to find. But we'll start with, who should we draw first? Here, we'll start with Walter. There we go. I haven't shown you guys this character at all, aside from a TikTok post, I think. Here we are. Actually, I have to find music. Let's shuffle the playlist. Okay, now we're good to go. Goodness. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, we were just, I couldn't find anything. I need to get all my reference photos together. This guy, Walter, yes. He's friends with, let me add him, let me add to the canvas too. We're gonna draw him next. Import animation frames. Charlie. This is some pretty old design. The colors are up to date. Whoa, Krita just crashed. Hello? That's crazy. We'll have to add them both back now. I've never had that happen. It's just like a JPEG too. I'm uploading a JPEG. Let's try again. Charlie's just cursed. Again? No, don't do it again. Again! It's crashed. He's cursed. He's crashing Krita. Come on. What is happening? I can upload Walter when I go in to try to upload Charlie's image. See, Walter's fine. Let's save. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in import. Again! What? File too big? Apparently. I've uploaded entire videos to create it and I've never had this happen. It's just cursed. Well, I guess that's just it. I've never had Krita crash on me. Anyway, so drawing this guy, he's friends with Charlie, is the horse guy. Walter calls him Charles, it's not even his name. It's just Charlie. He's like the emo greasy looking guy. The long neck, kinda like a horse like. I think he has a tie. This guy. Not Charles. He calls him that. Walter's more of like an old-timey kind of guy. I would say it was 1920s. I think it's 1920s. The way he died, because he's a ghost, right? Lemuri's Inn, quick rundown. It's a ghost hotel in the afterlife, run by ghosts and other fantasy creatures, like there's fairies and vampires and all that, different kind of folklore creatures. There's kitsune, there's all that good stuff, all kinds of different spirits and demons and good things. But Walter is just a ghost. He was human. His kind of story, I kind of was changing how he died, but how he died is he was in a fire and he passed away in the hospital, so he survived for like a few days. That's why he's all bandaged up, even though these are really inaccurate bandages. This is old and ugly. Old inaccurate bandages. But he kind of has that like fake Atlantic accent going on. That's how I imagine him at least. Or that kind of like personality. I watch a little too much TV. What if you said, "Hear me out," while respecting his lore and personality? You know what? He's fine to hear me out for. I don't mind it. I know it's gonna happen anyway. But yeah. This guy, he's one of the first characters I redesigned for Lemmy Reason, actually. I went through this with no idea, actually. His newer design, I wanted to try giving him, like, an eye. So I kind of gave him, like, this kind of eye. Or it's, like, peeking through the bandages. Yeah, him and Charlie are kind of like a TV, that's why they weren't intentionally a duo, but they just ended up kind of going together. Such a freak. So weird. I like him a lot. He's one of my favorites. Of the guy characters, at least. His mouth's way too huge. Why did I do that? But he's the doorman of the inn. He lets people in. He's kind of like he's one of the first characters, lore-wise. Our main character meets Jane. But he's very polite, very respectful. The only person you really see him bicker with is Charlie. But they're friends though. I'm trying to remember how I actually got bandages. I think I gave him I think I gave him like a bow. You know how cartoons, whenever a character's injured and they have bandages, they have like a bow for some reason, like that's how they tie it off. I thought that would be fun to give him. He does it to look more friendly. That I never actually. I'm not sure if I 100% made that like canon in his design, but I draw it a lot whenever I draw him at least. He's so cute, number one sim for this guy. Spray bottle, spray bottle, get down, down. No, he's kind of gullible in a way where he's a little too trusting, I would say. He's not dumb, he's just unaware because he's old, I think. He's just unaware of things. If you tell him that, I don't know, there's a person trapped inside of a cell phone, he would legitimately believe you because everything's just so crazy at this point to him. Why wouldn't that be real? That's kind of the mentality I think it is. But he's not dumb. He's just like, well, I'll believe anything at this point. That's what he did for volleyball. Oh god, you're right. I think I got them confused in my mind. They're brothers. Okay, they're brothers. Two different settings entirely. But I made both of them. They're brothers. Yeah, I had to give him an eye because Charlie has similar teeth and no eyes, so they're a little too similar. So I gave him AI. his back to your cage, I say, back. Wait, how's that one TikTok sound go where it's I gotta beat the ladies off with a stick. Back, woman, back, I say. That's funny. Oh yeah, he also I was messing around with the concept of giving him a dog. It's gonna be like a spider dog. So here's the dog. He absolutely adores her. He carries her around in like a bag, like a purse dog. I really like it though. I really want to keep the dog. It doesn't have a name yet, but I want it to be something like ridiculous and silly. Here we'll draw in like a fake makeshift little purse. Cause I drew him with it one time, and I kind of had the idea that it would be like one of the people, one of the ghosts staying at the inn, like their dog. But I like this so much. It looks so good. It looks so good together. But I just want it to be his dog now. There's the most mango scary face. Yeah, he's supposed to be like really messed up. I don't really have a design for what's under the bandages, partially because I don't think they'll ever come off. But yeah, the bandages is just kind of like worn around where it moves a lot, and he poked he poked a spot for his eye. Like he like picked at it, and he can see through it. Because at the hospital it was just all sealed. He was in one of those machines where not machines but contraptions where like everything's bandaged. Especially in like the old way of like medicine and hospitals, they would just like hold all of your limbs up. So that's kind of the look he was rocking in like a hospital bed. Here, I'll give him like a bottle, like a big canister of like lead. They just give him lead. One of those kind of things. That's why he's so well wrapped up. Poor thing. Plot twist, there's nothing under his bandages, it's just pure black void with one floating eye. That'd be another cool one too. Cause with the ghosts of Limerick's Inn, they either take after the form, like they take like they're like zombies. They're kind of like deceased looking, or they take their form can be inspired by the settings that they're kind of like laid to rest in. Like if someone was drowned, they would have like more water theme to them, or buried or stuff like that, buried alive maybe. So the way they died, the cause of death, and just how they look when they're deceased, that kind of influences how they look. Excluded, please consider my name for the creature. Garble the Spog. No. Like a funny girl dog name. Like Foofy or something. Fifi. Fifi. I really like Fifi. Honestly, Floofy. Fifi's a good name. I like Fifi. Yeah, he's pretty zany, he's pretty silly. What do you mean no? Garble the Spog. I already gave you some with Giggle Snowball. Okay. I think Fifi suits the dog. It's like the girliest color ever too. Bows. Oh, it should be a bow instead. They have matching bows! That's genius. They have matching bows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And draw all the eyes. Like a spider dog. It's just one of the creatures found in the afterlife. It's not really like a dog that passed away. What else can we do? Oh yeah, he's just the door guy, whatever it's called. I forgot. Giggles was Soul's idea, and also expressing an action you just misunderstood and took it as a name. Was it really? That's hilarious. I thought you said Giggles. Oh, you said like you said Snowball. I combined them, right? I forgot. You said Snowball, and I made the name Giggles Snowball. Giggles is a great name. I always get comments about Giggles' name whenever they're featured in a video or clip. And everyone agrees, Giggles is a fantastic name. It's like the best name for a happy guest in Minecraft. But I really like Walter, he's one of my favorite characters. He was just like a regular, I want to say like regular office worker, I think. Something boring. Here, I'll draw him taking Fifi for a walk. I really forgot how bandages work though. Especially how they used to do it. They do it different now. They kind of have like a head wrap around the jaw. So there we go. You left behind Pumpkin, you named Pumpkin. Pumpkin ran away from home. Okay, Pumpkin betrayed us. I did not leave Pumpkin behind. You know what? I think Pumpkin's in the cave. Remember, there was a drop off and then there was a cave. I think Pumpkin's in the cave. I don't think Pumpkin could have ran that far away without us actually eventually finding Pumpkin. And I never saw a name for like your horse has fallen to their death or your horse burned in lava. I never saw that message, so As much as I legitimately thought, I know I say Pumpkin ran away, I legitimately thought Pumpkin had died. But I never saw like a message for that. You're listening to Lacrimosa by Mozart when you saw this. Hello everyone. Yes, remember where the lava was? It's like a little, like a tiny ravine almost. Where there was some land, right? At two different levels. Down there was like some lava. And then wherever the rest of the land connected, there was a cave. Remember those grass? I had like a horse tied to like a fence. I think Pumpkin survived the fall and went into the cave. What am I drawing? I'm drawing my OC Walter. Right now I'm drawing him walking his dog Fifi. But they're just my original characters. How do I draw a side profile of a dog? So let's draw Fifi's bow. Because now they have matching bows. It's really cute. I know we joke and stuff, but Pumpkin is genuinely alive, you will be happy. Looks like one for all. What does one for all look like again? I think it's the bandages, yeah. So cool though, thank you. I kinda want Fifi to be like one of those long furred, like long coat, where it's just, you don't really see the legs. Fifi looks a little too big. I want Fifi to be pretty tiny. Actually, this is completely inaccurate. Let's draw the rest of Walter first. Welcome to the stream. Okay, and then he has side pockets kind of going on. Fifi looks like a mop. Fifi does, it's really funny. Is this how feet work? Why is he posted up like that? Oh, right. Yeah, you can't say it like Fifi and then call Fifi a mop. Wait! I spelled Walter as water. Look at this. See, Walter. I was gonna say, oh guys, I almost read Walter as water. Isn't that funny? And then I looked at the name again, and I just put water. His name's Walter, spells water. I do that so much. There we go, let's shrink her a little bit. Oh, it's perfect. Water and mop. These are just actually her legs. She's a spider. There we go. Mopping with water. That is so cute. Anyways, here we go. Water and mop. Water, put the dog away. Put the dog away, Water. So here they are. I love it. I'm so happy I made Fifi. I'll have to post that drawing. I'll post it in the Discord or something. Where the first drawing I made of Walter and Fifi was supposed to be like him and interacting with the one of the in what is it called when someone stops at in resident whatever. It's supposed to be someone else's like a random person's dog, but it looks so good. They look so good together. They look so perfect. Right. What's next? I think that's it for Walter. I think the Discord the link's expired. It's expired? It shouldn't expire. Let me see. I have it turned on so that links never expire. But let me see, maybe I didn't turn it on. I don't know how to do that. I figured it out one time and I can never find it again. Invites? No. You'll get it? Okay, thank you. I really thought I'd turn it on though. Oh, and I'm having fun drawing them. Seriously, it didn't work. I believe you. It's just that I shouldn't be doing that. I should start posting the stream sketches on the Discord too. There's so much I forget to do. I think we're good to draw a different character now. Let me just grab a reference really quickly. And I'll save while I'm at it. Oh, you know who else we never drawn? We've never drawn Gertrude. Here's Gertrude. She's another maid at the end, along with our main character, Jane. Can I make this brighter? Look, this one's actually a paper drawing I did. I didn't do anything. There we go, now I can actually see better. I drew this on paper during class. Her design hasn't changed though, it's just pretty old. This is Gertrude. She's an old maid cat lady. I thought it'd be really funny. Honestly, she came from, you know, the trope of, especially in animes and amongst weirdos, of cat girl maids. So I thought I want to have a cat girl maid, but I'll just make her like a grandma. But that'd be really funny. But she's alive. She's not a ghost or a fantastical creature from the afterlife. She's a living cat. But you know how cats, people always say about cats, how they can kind of traverse different dimensions? Whoa. Anyways, they can traverse different dimensions and are often like seen as like guides. And especially with afterlife connections throughout a bunch of different folklore and stuff. I thought it'd be funny if she was a normal cat. She was a kitten. She was pretty much a baby. She was a baby, and she wandered up to the Lemurys, and she happened to show up on the doorstep. And the owner of Lemurys in Malvolio, he took her in, and since she's no longer in Earth, she's like a magical place. She became more human-like, I guess. She could walk on two legs now. She could talk, all that good stuff. And she also aged way slower, so she's super old. But she's pretty much like Gertrude and Malvolio. They're like father-daughter relationship. It's really wholesome. Because Malvolio's a ghost. He owns the inn. He's a ghost, and he took Gertrude in, so he very much sees her as like a daughter. Pretty much raised her, and she works at the inn. We have Gertrude. Gertrude's the cat's name. Yes, Gertrude is the cat's name. She's basically the role she plays, at least in the story. She's a mentor. She kind of knows everything about the inn too. So let's draw her ears. Will the music work now? All right, hold on. Really quickly. Let's see. Nope. Man, it's done this before. I don't know why it does this. I'll have to draw Malvolio next. He's a very, very important character. Duh, Buzz. It works. But he is very important to the story. It's one of like the main factors of lore and everything about the inn. So the story is before the Lemurys Inn was like a giant mansion in the afterlife. It was run by a single woman. I've drawn her before. I can't really draw her right now. Here, I'll upload a picture. Alright. I don't have the best drawing of her on my computer, but we've animated her before, and I post her on my TikTok quite a few. I posted her quite a bit. But the original Lemurys Inn was run by a single woman out of her own home. She was human, this was on Earth. She could see and speak with ghosts. And this is her. Her name is Anna Maria. She was a 1920s singer. She could see ghosts. And she could see them for like pretty much her whole life, but she kind of wanted to start to help get them to pass on and move on to the afterlife because they're stuck on Earth, you know, they're not supposed to be there. And she kind of documented her like findings about the afterlife and all that. And Malvolio was one of the first, not one of the first ghosts, but when she got a new job singing at like a fancier place, that was the first ghost you kind of met there. Malvolio, he was a pianist, so it's kind of, they both have like that common bond over music. And there's a unique case in ghosts in Lemurys Inn where they cannot remember anything. It's normal for a ghost to have like temporary amnesia, forget a few things like their death or their name, but he can't remember anything at all about his past life, no matter what. That's very rare. So that's kind of like her like main project almost, trying to help him move on and like learn about, help him remember his past life, because the way you move on, it's very typical. You have to have like no more regrets. You have to, what's it called? I forgot the saying. But normally ghosts that are stuck have like something they want to accomplish or like a message they want delivered. So you can't hear? Hello? Oh, oh, Audio City. I'm like, oh no. Alright, bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by. You had an orange cat look just like this, the right one. Half stray, piece of muscles. His name was Orange, not color. We have different words for an orange fruit. Oh, that's so cute. Alright, yeah, ghosts and their memory. Her, like, main project was helping him to remember who he was because in order to move on and remember, what's keeping me here? You have to remember who you are and what's keeping you here. So that was her main mission. But she passed away quite young for like no reason. She just got very sick all of a sudden, which is abnormal. Like she shouldn't be getting sick at that age. She was healthy, good, no genetic issues. She just got sick and like perished. And she did not become a ghost. She just moved on right away. Because I'm not gonna say. You thought that was actually saying by the audios and the music. Yeah, I thought you were being silly about the audio not working. They're like, well, there goes the audio, farewell audio. I'm like, oh no. So, Anna Maria, the original inn owner, the human girl who could see ghosts, she passes away at like 40. Just out of nowhere, gets sick and passes away. And Malvolio is like stuck by himself. There's like no one else around really that can talk to him. He's just like any other ghost. Pronounced like Applestoon. Sounds like a good cat name. So Malvolio, he ends up finding his way to the afterlife, kind of like brute forces it. He finds his way to the afterlife. And then he starts up the new Lemuri's Inn to kind of carry on her legacy, because they were good friends. Because there is ghosts in the afterlife, the whole point of like Lemuri's Inn is that you have to reincarnate. That's what we kind of base it off of, reincarnation. Why is this going up? So he hopes ghosts are stuck in the afterlife, because she didn't know that. She thought once they reach the afterlife, they're like solid. They're not, they're just kind of stuck, wandering around a different plane of existence, different realm. And in this realm, afterlife, there's a bunch of like ghosts and stuff like that. Ghosts, demons, and vampires, fairies, all that good stuff. Me and I create a cliffhanger while being a small OC creator so people starve for content. Don't judge me. But that's pretty much it. He makes a new Lemuri's Inn. It's like an actual inn. He has to like buy. And then Gertrude showed up soon after that, like not even a year into having the inn. Gertrude, a living kitten from Earth, found the inn and he took her in. I'm starving for content, I will see more. Yes! It's working, yes! Well, yeah. That's kind of like the origin behind Lemuri's Inn. We are a famous squid. I'm trying to think of a different clip. How does it go? You can have leftovers, but there's never any. I forgot how it goes. I think it's from Family Guy or something. Again, I don't watch these shows. I just find I hear the clips on TikTok. You know, you're gonna see those characters in a million years, and they're gonna drop a post like, "Oh yeah, here they are, LOL." But Malvolio and I don't know. Gertrude's not really that important to the story. Sorry, Gertrude's not a super lore heavy character. She's kind of like she's just part of like the inn's history, really. But Malvolio is a very, very important character to the lore. Every time I draw her, it's just the same expression. Here, I'll draw her with her eyes open. She's the most grim looking thing ever. I can't, it's just I'm drawing the same face over and over again. Here, we'll draw her as like a kitten. Yeah, like just wandered up the steps of Lemery Sun. There we go. Here's a baby Gertrude. Looks the same. Don't they have like little rat tails whenever they're babies? Ew. Ew, gross little rat tail. You wanna see more about Todd, Jane, Walter, Charlie, Ralph? Something about Rosie's story world. Oh my god, I was so cooked. Oh no, we're doomed. Oh, Todd. I'll talk about Todd. Okay, Todd. Hold on. Let me save this really quickly. We'll draw Todd now. I have his reference photo. Todd is also pretty world building-y, but he has a pretty sad story actually. Todd's pretty sad. Okay, we're back. Okay, Todd. His dad was the original mail delivery for Let Me Resum and other small places around them. But what happened to Todd's father? He was like a single dad, right? No mom. Poor, he's an orphan. Todd's like an orphan. Not like Todd this literally is an orphan. But his father went missing. So he like went out to deliver some mail and he just never came back. And eventually like someone found Todd. No, Todd started running the deliveries on his own because all the mail started to pile up. And he's like, well, I guess my dad's busy. I'll help him for when he comes back. I'll get these delivered. Because Todd would, at least with the dad, the dad would take Todd on these deliveries. Here, I'll try and draw his dad really quickly. What did, what did they wear? Here, I'll just give him the same hat. It's supposed to be a gargoyle logo on the hat. Anyway, so his dad would take him on these delivery runs, so he's kind of like familiar with the path and the area, and he knows these people, you know? They're almost like friends in a way. Or like, hey, I know your dad. That kind of a thing. Whatever, he would take him on these anyways. On the delivery, so Todd knew the path, and he started to do the deliveries on his own. And eventually people kind of caught on when they never saw his dad, so they're like, oh, this kid is just on his own now. So everyone kind of takes care of him now. He'll stay at anyone's house or whatever businesses are open. He'll just hang out there. And everyone assumes that the dad's either dead or he's abandoned the kid, which is not what he would do. But they're like, well, what else could have possibly happened? The more negative ones, I guess, say stuff like that. So it's kind of like the community takes care of Todd now. And especially at Luminary's End, he's kind of like a background character. He'll sometimes just be there. But he still wants to handle deliveries on his own, so they kind of let him do that. Or they'll like supervise him. But, you know, mail still has to get delivered. But he's starting to become more independent. It's just natural anyway, since he is an owl. He's so small, only need one popcorn. Me when I know I'm gonna really like a character in the creator's hearing niche, so I know I'm cooked, so I low-key weep. I want to post for OC content. There's popcorn. How do you guys like your popcorn? I like mine a little bit burnt. And with lime and hot sauce. Because I'm Mexican, I guess. I don't know, my grandma gave it to me like that. I know I like it. But there's that. They have the same logo on the hat. We must protect Todd by all costs. What, burnt? Not like black, but I like it when it's a little bit brown and it's not yellow anymore. Like the butter's melted off. I like it a little buttery, mostly burnt. Has a good taste. It's good flavor. Like your saltine really burnt. Like fully burnt, no butter. Yeah, see, you get it. I like it when it's a little brown, but not like scorched, just not black. Because you're freaky like that. Popcorn on fire smells. They're not on fire, it's just a little overcooked. Here's Todd, the community takes care of him. He's at Lemury's Inn sometimes. And everyone else is kind of busy. But yeah, everyone's fully convinced his dad is just gone, not coming back. And that's about it. In my opinion, every popcorn outside of a popcorn from cinema theaters is mid. Right? I don't know what they put in that popcorn, but it's so good. Maybe you're just not unlucky. I like all kinds. I like the cheddar popcorns that have cheese on them. I like the caramel popcorn. There's like a I had like an apple caramel popcorn that was so good. I had that in the fall. It was the yummiest thing ever. Imagine Todd over here, someone gossiping about his father being dead or something. He definitely has, and he's immediately on the defense, defending his dad with everything he's got. He's convinced his dad is gonna return, and that he's just taking a really long time on a delivery. Because he's like, what, 70 years old? Why am I doing this to him? I'm evil. You know, he thinks he's waiting for his dad to come back. What actually happened to his dad? I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. But his dad was just kind of mentally deteriorating anyway. I'll say that much. His dad was, but he's not dead. The dad's not dead, I think. I don't think I want the dad to be dead, but the dad was mentally not 100% around that time anyway. Just because it was raising Todd alone, and a bunch of other outside factors too. This wasn't doing too hot, and then he went missing. So everyone kind of assumes that he kind of like the stress got to him, and he just left, abandoned everything. I mean, his dad has some issues, but he was a good dad. Like, he was a good dad to Todd. He was just struggling. Every time any person in Todd's universe looks at him and they think about that "does he know" image, I think they definitely do kind of have that attitude around him, kind of like tiptoe around him. The more cruel people are the ones who gossip about it right to him. They'll try and explain to Todd what they think has happened. I'm a horrible person. Oh no, I drew in the wrong layer. Oh well. Let's draw Anna Maria. Why not? Where's Anna Maria? The music's gone again. Hold on. Everyone wait! Okay, we're good. But here she is. I really want to get a different reference photo, actually. It's for character development. You like that Gertrude is just sitting on the edge of his cap? Oh yeah, the baby Gertrude. I forgot I drew that in the same layer. That's pretty funny. I'm gonna need another reference photo. Hold on. I have a really, really beautiful drawing of her. She's one of my favorites too. I have a lot of favorites. I like all my characters, but she's definitely one of the top favorites of all time. She was the human girl 1920s singer who could see ghosts. Where is it? I know I have it saved. I have it saved because of this almost exact occasion happening. I've lived this so many times. I'm looking for the exact same photo and I never have it saved, but I know I save it every time I find it. And it's gone every time I need it. Any second now. I should find it. I have it on my TikTok. That's like a really low quality image. I don't want to use that one. You know, it's whatever. I'll hold it up on my phone. You guys just won't see the reference photo. And now I have to find it again. No. Alright, we're good to go. So, Malvolio, he's also a painter. I forgot to tell you guys that. He paints and he was a pianist. So he's very into the arts. Thinking about someone saying that to him makes me sad. Yeah. It even makes me sad and I'm the one writing the stuff. But Malvolio and Gertrude Malvolio and Anna Maria were very close. And Malvolio has a bunch of paintings of Anna Maria around the inn. Bunch of different paintings. It's low-key crazy how much there is. There's at least like a few in every room, or at least every major room. He just really wants to remember her and everything she did. Did your message not get sent to Squid again, or did they read the message? The wrong message. Sorry to break it to you. Sorry to break it for you, little fellow, but aren't you too big to believe in fairy tales? And they say, well, they're literally in a world made out of like fairies and dragons and all that crazy stuff. That's crazy. I think I just missed it. My bad. She's one of my prettiest characters, I think, that I have. She just have like a kind of like a spirally theme to her, like spirals, like her hair. And sort of her iconic symbol. Swirls, very heavily associated with her specifically. Just moving forward, I guess. Swirls equals pretty much almost always tied to her. A living present father is far rarer than fairies in Magic Twin. I already have a few posts on my TikTok about my characters, just not as many as I would like to have. And she has these really pretty pearl earrings. There's like also her iconic little thing, pearls. But yeah, she's kind of the character where she haunts the narrative of Lemure Sin. She's never ever present in the show, like you never see her like in real time. Maybe you will, but it's always through someone else's eyes, you know, you never see her thoughts, her when she's alone, stuff like that. You just see how other people see her. Other people mostly being Malvolio. So we never get to know that much about her true personality or her real thoughts or feelings. Every time we see her, it's filtered through someone else's lens of her, someone else's view of her. Shouldn't the title change? I thought I did change the title. I never hit done. I typed it and I never hit, like, save. Oh no. Oh well. Thank you, I would have never caught that. I always do that, I think I've done it before. She looks a little weird here. You like to draw your little squid son before it gets replaced, but will we see their upper part? Do they have tentacles, no legs at all? They just float in the air instead. Realistic buff legs. I think I posted some reference photos of squid in the Discord server. But in the first few Minecraft Forever World videos, there's a playlist. You can see like the full body of squid. So there's how you can find that. I think in the TikTok too I've posted squid. Yeah. Her face looks odd. That made it even worse, I think. Doesn't look like herself. I think it's this part of her face that's throwing me off. Oh, they have normal-ish legs. Yeah. So here she is. You'll remember that. Yeah, no problem. So here she is. You also never see her be too expressive. At least in these paintings, it's always her in the same kind of expression. Just how Malvolio remembers stuff like her side profile and things like that. So Malvolio's very, very artistic with the music and the painting. But she is extremely important to the lore. Malvolio and her are important. Of all the characters, you have my favorite ones are by far Jane and Todd. Love all of them. I know, I like all my characters. I say I have favorites, but I really like all of them. There's just some I really like drawing, I guess. Apparently you like Walter too. Okay, there goes the music. So here she is. I kind of didn't do my best in this drawing, but oh well. There she is. Or her eyeshadow. And Malvolio. I don't have any reference photos on hand, but I can freehand it. He is the new owner of the inn since Anna Maria passed away. I thought I changed his design. Right, I don't have reference photos. Okay, no point in me looking. But I can't really talk about how he perished, but I'll give you this much, when he died, there don't know what to say. He has a cloth over his head when he passed away. Or not when he passed, yeah, I'll say when he passed away. So he has a face cover. And he was decapitated. It was like a freak. I'll give you it was a freak accident. Okay, it was a freak accident. He lost his head. But he has like a very interesting, like almost mechanic. Whenever you remove the cloth, it is just a neck. There's no face attached to him. Which I think is neat. I think it leads into his kind of absence of identity and a sense of self, really. Can't remember who he is. That's two of my beliefs. He's someone who can't remember who he is. And he's one of the oldest ghosts in the inn. I mean, occasionally you'll find like someone from like the Renaissance era, but he's pretty old. He's been a ghost for a long time. But he's also from like the maybe not 1920s exactly, a little bit before, I want to say. But here he is. What's his outfit? Oh no. He's Even though he's the owner of the inn, he dresses like a butler and he kind of acts like a butler because there's not enough employees to fill all the jobs. So he's the butler. He doesn't like being addressed as the owner of the inn. He just likes being treated like a regular worker almost. But he is the owner of the inn. Wait, my toy house. I have a reference on my toy house. Toy house. Wait, not toy house. I have art fight. Man, toy house? I haven't thought about that in so long. Art fight. I forgot that was a thing. Art fight. I will be participating in this year's art fight unless I get swamped in commissions again. Where is he? There we go. Awesome. Yeah, his design changed. I drew his cloth a little too short. It's like a curtain almost. Redo. Or I could have just saved that and drawn it. It's longer now, I forgot. That's what I changed. What? What am I drawing in? I can't erase. Oh, okay, I see what happened. There we go. We found Lizette art. Oh yeah, Lizette. We drew her in like the first of my OC doodles. And he doesn't have eyes. I forgot about that too. That was his old design, where I think Todd drew eyes onto his cloth to give him a fake face. That's what I was thinking about. He looks a lot more eerie. Oh goodness. He does not have a face. It's pretty much just shoulders. I have to give him more room. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that, I guess. Todd's just very cute and very interesting. Jane is also cute and very interesting. Walter's Walter. Walter, 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 Walter. He's actually kind of humongous. He's very tall. One of the tallest of the cast. I forget, he's massive. There we go. But he's pretty quiet. He doesn't talk a lot, which is kind of ironic. And it kind of seems like he doesn't really care, but he just needs to be professional. He can't be as buddy buddy as everybody else in the inn is with each other and their dynamics. He's just have to stay more of a boss sometimes. I can't see it too well, but he has like a button up in a vest. As you drew his cloth thing smaller, I imagine to be short, little childlike thing, and now you're drawing like a colossal creature. Oh no, he is not a cute little thing. He is very tall. His vest should be longer too. This creature is amazing, thank you. He's just a regular human though, yeah. But that head does make him look extra tall though. Like he has a long neck. He does not have that long of a neck. Let's squash him a bit. There we go. That's more humanly proportioned, I think. But he does have a face design. I've drawn his face before. Or at least kind of. He has general features. Just not underneath the cloth. So there he is. You can't really see it that well, but he does have. Where's some of the photos? Oh, there's no funny picture I have. I'll do a little doodle of him from like the side profile. So the thing with him is his hands and like the edges of the cloth, it is kind of like faded out, like he's semi-transparent. He has like a pianist coat on. And some dressy shoes. This is like a horrible drawing, but you get the point. I don't know why he's standing like that. He just have like a black coat on over his clothes. And he has pianist gloves. He doesn't always wear them. When he wears the gloves, his hands aren't transparent. But he has like piano gloves, where he has like a thumb crease and all that stuff. And his pants are also black. He tried sending all those goods are these guys. He had them. Oh, awesome. And if I compare it to all your other characters, he's the blankest by body language. Yeah, he's very monotone, very stiff, not super expressive. But sometimes he is self-aware of this. He's aware that he's pretty like stiff and monotone and unexpressive, especially with his lack of face. So he'll randomly just act super emotive to like when he like picks up tension in the room, or people are like, "Oh man, this big scary guy's here." He'll try to like act more friendly and be a little bit goofy, just like me for real. Oh yeah, he is just very stiff. There we go. Can you give him like less of like a lean? There we go. But thank you, Solar. I need that. I'll save that. I'll file through that and I'll make a reference photos dump of all my characters in the Discord channel. But there he is. And there's the owner of the inn. I like him a lot too. He's what should I share and not share? I'm not too sure. I don't know what to say. I don't know if I should say it or not. I don't think it's too much of a spoiler. I don't know. I'll leave it. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything about him. I don't want to lead you guys down a wrong path, and I don't want to give you guys too much. Tello was also charging, split screening made it crash and burn. Alright. He's. I'm thinking. I don't know what to say. I have to word this very carefully. He might not be 100% the best person ever, but he's not evil. I don't think he's evil. I'll give you that much. He's not the best person ever, but he's not evil. He's not like the villain, I would say. He's not the villain of the story. But he's not the best person either. But I don't think he doesn't mean harm. How's that? I feel like I just gave away the entire story. No, it's not really crazy. You kind of pick up from the beginning that he's kind of morally gray. There we go. He's kind of morally gray from the beginning. Not like he's ever done anything bad, but you can definitely go, oh, that was a little scary. Man, he's like he. That's the best way to describe this guy. Yes. Okay then, how long into stream are we? I think we're good to go. Let's go through everything we drew today. Well, at least the drawing wise. Here's some Walter doodles. I really like these doodles. They're pretty rough, but I had fun drawing these. There's there's Walter. And then we drew Gertrude. And we drew some Todd. Gertrude and Todd were in the same layer by accident. And then Todd's dad. I don't really know have a design for him, so we kind of just made up on the spot. Something like that, though. There's Todd's dad. He doesn't even have a name. Oh no. No, I gave him a name. I did. I just. It's like. Frank? No, it's not Frank. Philip? Something like that. Rough doodles are the best doodles. Indeed, they are. And then we have some of these guys. They mean so much to me. These two and their story. It's so crazy. It's so good. I can't wait to share it with you guys. Todd makes me tear up when I see him. You were never told it. Never told what? I told you everything I know. Pretty much, I think. Not maybe not. It wasn't intentional. He's half a blueberry tall. Only needs one popcorn. Wait, I think height-wise, Todd would come up to. He's Charlie is this tall when standing next to Malvolio, and Charlie's the tallest one. Charlie comes up to like this. And he has like an apron. Charlie comes up to that, so Malvolio's tall. Everyone else looks tiny compared to him. I think Jane would be about. Jane's also quite tall. Here's the three tallest characters I have. We went the entire time without drawing Jane, the literal protagonist of the story. So let's get some Jane in there. She has black sleeves. There we go. So yeah, he's pretty tall. So there they are. One female friend of yours told you that your face expression always looks like you could rip someone's spine out with your bare hands, but you're too tired to do it. That stuff. Your height doesn't make you look less threatening either. That's quite funny. It's weird. People draw Lizette's height and it's just a dot. Oh yeah, Lizette is a pixie. And the pixies to everyone else, or to at least to the ghosts, the pixies are literally just like a ball of light radiating. But I think you can grow like an eye to see it. Malvolio can see them normally. But I don't know if Jane could see Lizette as Lizette, but Jane is shoulder size. She's not too little. Not Jane, Lizette is too. Is shoulder sized. I think Todd would come up to like maybe his waist. Or maybe a little shorter. I don't know. Charlie looks like Susie Delturin but long. Oh my goodness, he does. Okay, so there it is. That's it for today. Okay, then, yeah, that was the end of stream. I had a lot of fun. This was really fun. It was good to draw my characters and talk about them on stream. I will post some of their art on the Discord server. I might make a new channel. I might just throw in the art channel and pin it. Who knows? But we were live on YouTube and Twitch. Don't forget, like, follow, subscribe. Don't forget, do all that. Notifications on. Buzzword, algorithm. Like me. What else? We have a Discord server. It's linked in my bio, but apparently the link's expired. I'll have to change that. I'll figure it out. I have a buy me a coffee, a Ko-fi, a coffee that you can commission me art. You can commission art from me, and there you can donate. The money goes to improving things here with the streams and buying us videos games. Our commission money's for me though, that's my money. Or you can pay a monthly fee of $3 to $4 to get access to my Twitch emotes and my festive borders for personal use only, or to see character art, concept art that I don't post on my socials, or mini interaction comics, and lore that is not public yet, like actual lore, like you get told the full stuff. We have to make a promise to not tell anybody or show any of it. That's it. Our next scheduled stream is the Minecraft on Wednesday, but we're gonna do a bonus stream on Tuesday or Thursday, and we're gonna start playing Cult of the Lamb. So stick around for that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.